Well, Arteta to Barcelona, latest news. I want to clarify lots of stories that were painted in the public eye yesterday, and because we really had a busy yesterday, I never really went ahead to obviously get time to address this. But there was a story yesterday that was put out by Atsport, by the way, is one of those sources in Spain that has gone ahead to obviously put in what I refer to as stupid news. Very, very stupid news that has no sources. And the Century Goals went ahead and obviously told us that Mikel Arteta has informed his entourage that he's leaving Arsenal at the end of the season, as reported by Sport. So it's Sport that went ahead to put out this, and it really made huge rounds. I really found very many messages on my phone asking me whether it's really right. I would like to let you know that this decision has not been made by Mikel Arteta, and it's nowhere near true. It's nowhere near true because Arsenal have its official social media platforms and media outlets that would have gone ahead to obviously confirm this story. They're having their correspondents too that would have gone ahead to get to know about this. But all I understand is simple. Arsenal is gonna really not see this happen, and they're not gonna give this a green light, and let no one lie to you that Arteta is leaving to the side of Barcelona. Welcome to the football news show. Rokani David is my name. We are here to obviously bring you the latest news and information. You know, it's all about Arsenal, Arteta, Barcelona, and those managers that Barcelona have gone ahead to look up to. No sooner have they gotten to know that maybe Mikel Arteta is really keeping his tabs at Arsenal. We thank God for the gift of life, and don't forget to subscribe. Let's start it off with a story coming in through from Sky Sports yesterday night, confirming to us that Mikel Arteta has no plans to leave Arsenal at the end of the season. Sky Sports News has been told Arteta is contracted to Arsenal until the summer of 2025, meaning that summer of 2025, that is 1.5 years left on his contract, meaning that when they reach the summer of 2024, then Arteta will be left with just 1 year on his contract. That's why you've seen it that very many stories have been really bubbling around Arsenal, that Arsenal is in talks with Mikel Arteta to extend his contract for some good 2 or 3 years at the Arsenal side. And let no one lie to you that Arteta is going to have to make a decision of going on to play or to manage Barcelona. Then even at Standard Sport confirmed to us that Mikel Arteta has no plans to walk away from Arsenal at the end of the season. Arteta remains committed to Arsenal, where he is contracted until 2025. He has also played down links to Barcelona and stressed his commitment to Arsenal and is determined to win major trophies with Arsenal. As I told you in the night when I broke this story, that you cannot see Arteta leave the side of Arsenal and is going nowhere. Do you know why? This man is really committed to his side of Arsenal, and he needs to obviously get himself ready and get going. That is it. He needs to really see his mark felt at Arsenal. Having gone ahead to coming through and won an FA Cup, fans were all over him. Second season, he really had a very bad go, and fans were obviously calling him to obviously get sacked, and he finished 8th. Then the third season, I saw Mikel Arteta doing the needful for Arsenal. Arsenal finished 5th, and last season Arsenal went ahead to finish. Arsenal went ahead to finish second in the Premier League. And to bring you the real stats, 2019-2020 Arsenal finished 8th. 2020-2021 Arsenal finished 8th. 2021-2022 Arsenal finished 5th, and they played in the UEFA Europa League. 2022-2023 Arsenal finished 2nd, and this season they are 3rd, and they are really 5 points behind the table leaders, that is Liverpool. And Arteta really feels like he has gone ahead to build a very good squad. These players that has gone ahead to assemble at Arsenal have huge trust in him, and it's just like 1, 2, 3 signings to obviously become a juggernaut, you know, and that is going to take time. I told you that Jurgen Klopp came in through at Liverpool in August 2015. It took him 4 years to win his first major trophy, that is the Champions League, when he beat Tottenham Hotspur by 2-0, I think, in the final. Was it 2 or 3? Then the following season, 2019-2020, he went ahead to win the Premier League, and he has never gone ahead to win any major trophy again. So, but has gone ahead to compete with Pep Guardiola, and it has gone ahead to really show how good this manager is. But it took him 4 years to win a major trophy, meaning that even for Mikel Arteta, it might take him 4 years because he came in through in 2019. Now, this is his, I think this is his third full season, because his first full season was 2020, 2021, 2021, 2022, 2022, 2023, and 2023-2024. This is the fourth season, and that's why you saw to it that I've always told you that Arsenal can shock everyone to come in through and really win what we call the Champions League. You know, I see Arsenal lifting a huge trophy. Out of the Premier League and the Champions League, I see Arsenal lifting one of those, because they've gone ahead to obviously be with this manager for 4 years, and this is the harvesting time for a manager like Mikel Arteta, and for the squad has gone ahead to really gate. If Thomas Partey can keep himself fit, Julian Timber returns and keeps himself fit, Fabio Vieira the same, I think Arsenal have a squad to really hurt any opponent they're going to face in any of the tournaments they're left in. So, Arteta is going nowhere. He has made his feelings clear and future that he wants to stay at Arsenal. And I think he's going to come out and really make a very huge statement today, because there is a pretty much press conference for Arsenal versus Nottingham Forest. You know? So, he's expected to speak to the media, and trust me, the hugest question that is going to be asked on him is going to be about his links to Barcelona, and whether he's willing to obviously sign a new contract with Arsenal. Remember, even last season, there were links of Mikel Arteta linking him to Real Madrid, and he came out in the press conference and said, no, I'm here at Arsenal to stay. And Arsenal fans would love to hear this, because if they don't hear it from the horse's mouth, most of you will say, Rokani, those are just hearsays. This is a La Masia player who really came through from their academy, and he would love to obviously manage Barcelona. That is it. So, for Mikel Arteta, I think would love to manage Barcelona, but not now. It's like having a different kind of task that you are doing, and you are like 60% in its ascendancy, then you really leave it and obviously go on to really jump onto another stuff that is like at 2-3%. I think the rebuild of Barcelona is like at 3%, and it needs a manager to obviously come in through and rebuild that team again. So Arteta is going nowhere. He's gonna be at the side of Arsenal, and I think for the next 6 years, because he needs to build a dynasty. Like, he's gonna hate to see Jurgen Klopp. Every Liverpool fan has gonna hate to obviously love him, and he's really one of those that is going to depart when he's still loved. And remember, ever since the Premier League turned into the Premier League in 1992, Liverpool hadn't gone ahead to lift the Premier League. It has been three decades, and they've only gone ahead to win just one Premier League. So it shows you how bad they were doing, with the likes of Benitez, Gerard Houllier, Brendan Rodgers, Kenny Dalglish. You know, now there comes this man who's going ahead to turn things around the club of Liverpool, and Liverpool has gone ahead to win lots of trophies. So Arsenal fans, sit down, relax and float. Mikel Arteta is going nowhere, and has gone ahead to obviously let us know that he's really gonna leave. He's really gonna be there, and he's going nowhere. So just sit down and relax. If you need the confirmation, it's gonna come in through as soon as possible. Now, as Arteta said that Laporta tried to really look for other avenues, and this guy known as Jurgen Klopp has been one of those they're really trying to convince to come in through and obviously come to the side of Barcelona. And we've been told by Fernando Polo that Joan Laporta and Deco will attempt Jurgen Klopp to change his mind, taking a break and join FC Barcelona this summer. Now, Joan Laporta and Deco are trying their level best to convince Jurgen Klopp to change his mind from taking a break. We all know that he usually goes in a sabbatical of like 1 or 2 years, and then he plans for his next job. But I think with the kind of jobs available and the kind of money is available, it's going to be very tempting for Jurgen Klopp to really take the required sabbatical. When you look at a manager like Zinedine Zidane, having gone ahead to win 3 Champions Leagues in a row, he really called it quits at the side of Real Madrid, and he went to Asia. Then Real Madrid brought him to stabilize the ship. He came back, and after that season, he really threw in the towel and he went in the sabbatical. Ever since then, it's now I think like 4 years since Zinedine Zidane last managed a competitive game of football, and teams have gone ahead to show interest in him, but he has gone ahead to snap them. And for Barcelona, they cannot talk about Zinedine Zidane because they cannot allow a manager who managed Real Madrid to come and manage them. So Jurgen Klopp might not be given that chance to obviously enjoy his sabbatical in peace, because the Germany national team will be willing to obviously give him the job. That is it. And if he feels like it's time for him to rest, I think the Germany national team is the best for him to rest at, because it's not as calling as club football. Club football calls in every day and night. But for the national team football, all you have to do is to scout your players, and you only be busy during the international break. Those players will come in through, play around, and then go back. So that means you can only have like two serious weeks with the team in a space of like all in every quarter. Every 3 months you have like 1 or 2 games to play. So I think that will act better for him, and I think his ideal destination is going to be the Germany national team, because he's patriotic and believes that he can obviously get that job and really manage the national team of Germany to the fullest. So Jurgen Klopp to Barcelona is really going to be hard, though we've gone ahead to be told that in Mallorca, that is Spain, this guy has a farm, So when you look at Mallorca, where is Mallorca found in Spain? Location, Mallorca, Spain. So it looks like if at all he has a farm in Spain, that might tempt him to obviously go through and really be a manager for Barcelona. But all in all, it looks like it's inclining so much to the side of Germany. The other manager that they are trying to obviously talk to is Hansi Flick. Joan Laporta is pushing for Hansi Flick to be the replacement for Xavi. He's a major candidate and is tempted to join another league. Now, Hansi Flick was at Bayern Munich. He was sacked, but I think he won them the Champions League in 2020. Then after that, he went to the Germany national team, and he found himself in a position of being sacked after having gone ahead to perform badly at the World Cup. And during their preparations for the Euros they're going to host this year in Germany, Berlin, he really performed very badly and was sacked. After being sacked, they brought in Nagelsmann, and Nagelsmann signed a short-term contract at Bayern Munich. So Joan Laporta is pushing to get this guy in, and I think Hansi Flick will be willing to obviously take this job, and I think he can be the best candidate to build this side of Barcelona, because he has been one of those people building Bayern Munich, and he can come in through with huge experience that Xavi never really had, because Hansi Flick comes in through at Barcelona with a huge reputation that Xavi never really went ahead to have. So guys, thank you very much for watching. Tell me your thoughts about Arteta to Barcelona latest, as he has gone ahead to snap Barcelona to see to it that he stays at Arsenal and is going nowhere. Do you think Jurgen Klopp will join Barcelona or Hansi Flick? Now, of the two, if I told you a Laporta, who do you take? After Mikel Arteta jumping out of that queue that Barcelona was willing to obviously give him the job to be their permanent new manager. We sign out for now. See you later. 200 likes much in this video. I'm out. Bye-bye.